Hi, I'm Ethan. I love muzzleloading. Today I'm going to show you my Hillbilly method for pre-lubing some patches. I like to use this method, for example, when I've got a newborn that's finally asleep after a long night. My wife is also asleep, and I have a little bit of time here in the morning on the weekends to shoot. So your mileage may vary, but this is kind of a quick and dirty way to get a bunch of patches lubed up so I can go out and shoot and not really worry about it. To do this, I'm going to use the vise on my bench here, and I'm going to clamp my heat gun kind of with a couple inches of space between the top of the heat gun and the top of my vise here. I can then run my cable around and plug it in, and we'll get it warming up. From there I can take my Altoids tin, and to go with the Hillbilly aspect of it here, it just sets right there on my vise, kind of works perfectly. And you can already tell it's heating up pretty well. I'm going to be using some more of the Frontiers Bear Grease Patch Lube. The website link is there. I'll put it in the comments too. I had a lot of people asking about this. Using this casting ladle here, I can just scoop a chunk into my Altoids tin. And from here I can just set a few patches in, let them soak up. And get them out. I try to shake them so I don't get too much waste. And then you'll notice I put a dry patch back out here to soak up any of that extra. These are a bunch of patches I cut earlier, just haven't gotten around to getting them set up for shooting. There's nothing really precise about them. These aren't match patches, so they might be a little wonky here and there, but they do the job for a little fun shooting. After I get kind of a mess of them like that, I'll take them out of that tin just so I'm not losing any extra lube and set them to the side so they can cool and stiffen up. Leaving them off to the side to heat really does kind of help transfer to a dry patch underneath. So if you have a little excess, it's not a big deal, and I can kind of soak up the extra that's in that pan. Like I said, this isn't as precise as you can be with your patches. There's a lot of guys that'll go and be really serious about making sure they have a nice even lubrication across it, but for some backyard shooting, this is a fine method, I think. In the end here, I think I spent about 10 minutes, maybe 15, getting all these patches lubed up. Like I said, it's a really simple way to do this. It's not as precise as you're going to see some of the match competitors talking about, but for some backyard shooting, maybe at your local club, this is going to be plenty. As always, when you're lubricating patches, you want to make sure to get the whole patch lubricated at least a little bit. This is going to help with your cleanup and your fouling. It's going to make your shots go down a little bit easier. Once again, I'm Ethan and I love muzzleloading. If you have any questions about this process, you can leave them in the comments or shoot me an email at ilovemuzzleloading@gmail.com. We'll catch you next time.